Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So, we are going to start with counting and number patterns. So, you can find the lesson on A Plus website. Just go to aplusstudents.com, log in using your provided email address and password. Then go to Maths, select Grade 2, and then see the very first lesson, that is counting and number patterns. So, we're going to start with counting and number patterns. Click on the continue button and see the very first lesson. And the first lesson is skip counting. So we are going to start with the first lesson, that is skip counting. So this way you can find the lesson on A Plus website. What you have to do, you have to go to aplusstudents.com. Then you have to log in using your provided email address and password. Then select the math. Scroll down, go to grade 2 maths. View all lessons, then counting and number patterns, and there you can find the skip counting. So we are going to start with skip counting. Okay, so first we are going to learn what is skip counting. So as by the name skip counting, you have to skip some of the numbers. You don't need to count all the numbers. This is an efficient way to do counting because you don't need to count every single number, like you can count in the groups. Let's start with an example. So the first example is, how many skis are there? Count by twos. Okay, let me draw them. Okay, so they form a group. Every group has two skis. See, there are four groups and every group has two skis. You don't need to count them like one, two, three, four. You have to skip counting. Skip counting means the first one has the two, the next one has two plus two makes four, the next group has four, the next has four plus two makes six, and the next one has 6 plus 2 makes 8. This way you skip the counting. You don't do like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you skip the counting. You are counting in the groups. So each group has two skis, so just count 2, then 2 plus 2 makes 4, then 4 plus 2 makes 6, then 6 plus 2 makes 8. That means there are 8 skis. Got it? So when you are doing skip counting, you have to count them in a groups. There are 8 skis. Got it? Okay, let's do another example. The next one is, how many flamingos are there? Count by twos. So I'm not good with drawing, so I'm going to make squares instead of flamingos. So how many squares are there? Count by twos. Okay, so you have three groups. Each group has two square. So start counting. 2, then the next 2 is 2 plus 2 makes 4, then 4 plus 2 makes 6. The next group is, so that means there are 6 squares. You don't need to count them. You have skipped the counting, you just count them by groups. So there are 6 squares. Got it? There are 6 squares. Okay, the next one is, how many butterflies are there? Count by tens. Now you have the groups of 10. How many butterflies are there? Count by tens. Okay, so you have two of the groups. Each group has 10 butterflies. So the first one has 10, and 10 plus 10 makes 20. So you have the first one is 10 and the next one, the second both. So there are 20 butterflies. Got it? There are 20 butterflies. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner, you have a test button. So click on the test button so we can do some practice questions. Got it? Okay, the first one here is, how many shovels are there? Count by tens. How many shovels are there? Count by 10. Okay, let me draw them. Okay, I'm making lines instead of shovels. Okay, we have to count by tens. That means each group has 10 shovels. So the first one has 10, the next 10 is 10, the next 10 is 20, and after the 20, the next 10 is 20 plus 10, the next 10 is 30. So that means there are 30 shovels. This way, you skip counting. It's the fast and efficient things. There are 30 shovels. You are given four of the options. So look for the correct option. The correct option is 30 and then click on the OK button. Got it? Okay. How many keys count by fives? How many keys are there? Count by fives. Okay, count by five means each ring has 5 keys. That means each group contain 5 keys. Got it? I don't know if they looks like a key or what. I'm not good with drawing, so I'm sorry for this. Okay, so start counting by fives. 5, and the next 5 is 5 plus 5 makes 10, and the next 5 is 10 plus 5 makes 15. So there, that means there are 15 keys. Got it? The next one is how many helicopters are there? Count by fives. Whenever you have written count by fives, that means each group has already 5 helicopters. Got it? You don't need to count the groups because you already know each group has 5 of them. How many? I'm going to make dots. How many dots are there? Count by fives. Okay, so 5, and the next 5 is 5 plus 5 makes 10, and then 10 plus 5 makes 15. So you don't need to actually count every number. You just skip every number every by 5. So there are 15 dots. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. How many ice skates are there? Count by twos. So I'm making lines instead of ice skates. How many lines are there? Count by twos. Okay, 2, then 4, and then 6. So that means there are 6 lines. So there are 6 ice skates. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. How many cows are there? Count by fives. Okay, I'm making stars instead of cows. So every group has 5 stars or cows. So you have to skip the counting by 5. So 5, then the next one 5 plus 5 makes 10, and the next is 10 plus 5 makes 15. So that means there are 15 stars. Got it? How many tomatoes are there? Count by fives. So you have to count by fives. That means each bunch already has 5 tomatoes. Okay, so start counting 5, and then 5 plus 5 is 10, and the next 5 is 10 plus 5 is 15. The next 5 is 15, and 5 is 20. So 20, and the next 5 is 25. So that means there are how many? There are 25 tomatoes. Got it? Select the correct option and move on to next question. Okay, how many elephants are there? Count by twos. I'm making triangles instead of elephants. So in each group you have two of the triangles. So you have to start counting by two. So two, and the next is two and two makes four. Then two and two is six. Four plus two is six. So that means there are six triangles. Select the correct option and click on the six elephants. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is how many ribbons are there? Count by twos. Okay, so we have to count by twos. That means each group has two. So two. The next one is 2 and 2 is 4. Then 4 and 2 is 6. And 6 and 2 is 8. So that means there are 8 ribbons. Got it? There are 8 ribbons. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is how many ping pong paddles are there? Count by twos. Okay, how many ping pong paddles are there? Count by twos. Okay, so each group has two. So the first one, 2, and the next 2 is 2 and 2 is 4. So that means there are 4 ping pong paddles. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. So we have done with almost 9 of the test questions. So you have to complete the test by yourself. If you have any further questions, any confusion, you can contact any tutor on Skype between 5 to 9 from Monday to Friday. I'm moving on to the next lesson. So just click on the back button and we are on the next lesson. And the next lesson is skip counting sequences. You can find the lesson on aplusstudents.com. Just go to aplusstudents.com, log in using your email and password, then select the math, go to grade 2 maths, see the first lesson counting and number patterns, click on the continue button and find the second lesson, that is skip counting patterns. Skip counting patterns. Okay. Okay, the first one is type the missing number in the sequence. Actually, you are given with the sequences. You need to find the missing number. Type the missing number in this sequence. Okay, the sequence is 22, 24, 26, 28, the missing number, and 32. Okay, so first look for a pattern. We have to see how each number is increasing. 22 and then 24. So that means 22 plus which number makes 24? 22 plus 2 makes 24. Then 24 plus 2 makes 26. That means each number is 2 more than the previous number. Got it? Because each next number is 2 more than the previous one. So that means you have to find the missing number. So 28 plus 2 is 30. Got it? You just need to look for a pattern. The pattern the pattern is increasing by a specific number. Then you need to make the pattern complete. Just add the missing number in the previous one, and this way you will get the missing number. Got it? Okay, let's do another example. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence. Okay, the sequence is 65, the missing number 75, 80, 85, and 85 and 90. Okay, so first look for a pattern. Notice how each number is more than the previous number. Look for these numbers. 75 plus what number makes 80? 75 plus 5 makes 80. And then 80 plus 5 makes 85. That means each number is 5 more than the previous number. So that means the next one is 65 plus 5 makes 70. That means the missing number is 70. Got it? So 70 is the number that is the missing. Got it? The next one is type the missing number in the sequence. Okay, the sequence is the missing number 38, 40, 42, 44, and 46. Okay, first look for a pattern. We have to notice how each number is increasing. So 38 plus what number makes 40? 38 plus 2 makes 40. Then 40 plus 2 makes 42, and then so on. That means each number is 2 more than the previous one. So you have 32. Go back 2 numbers because the missing number is before 32. So which number is 38? So which number is 2 before 38? That is 36, because 36 plus 2 makes 38. That means you need to move 2 numbers back, or either you can subtract 2 from 38. So the missing number is 36. Got it? So on the top right corner, you have a test button. Just click on the test button so that we can do some practice questions. Got it? Okay. Type the missing number in this sequence. Okay, the sequence is 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, the missing number, and 50. Okay, so first we have to look for a pattern. We need to see how the numbers are increasing. Got it? Okay, so 38 plus what number makes 40? 38 plus 2 makes 40. And 40 plus 2 makes 42. That means each number is increasing by 2. Each next number is 2 more than the previous number. Got it? So 46 plus 2 makes 46 plus 2 makes 48. So that means the missing number is 48. You are given with 4 of the options. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next question is type the missing number in the sequence. and the sequence is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and the missing number. Okay, so we have to look for the pattern. We need to see how each number is increasing. So 20 plus what makes 30? 20 plus 10 makes 30, and then 30 plus 10 makes 40. That means each next number is 10 more than the previous number. Got it? So just add 10 to 60 to make the next number. So 60 plus 10 makes 70. So that means the missing number is 70. So you are given four of the options. Select the correct option. The correct option is 70 and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence. And the sequence is the missing number 30, 40, 50, and 60. So you have to look for a pattern. You need to see how each numbers are increasing. So the first number is missing. Look for the other numbers. So 30 plus what number makes 40? 30 plus 10 makes 40. And then 40 plus what number makes 50? 40 plus 10 makes 50. That means the number are increasing by 10. So you have to move 10 back to 30 because you need to find the number that is 10 before 30. So either you can go 10 back. So 30 subtract 10 is 20. So because 20 plus 10 makes 30. So the missing number is 20. Select D. You are given with four of the options. Select the correct option. The correct option is 20 and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next question is type the missing number in the sequence. And the sequence is 30, 40, 50, 60, and the missing number. So first you have to look for the pattern. You need to see how the pattern is increasing. So the sequence is increasing. So 30 plus what number makes 40? 30 plus 10 makes 40. And 40 plus what number makes 50? 10 makes 50. That means the sequence is increasing by 10. For each next number, you have to add 10 to the previous one. So then the missing number is 60 plus 10 makes 70. So the missing number is 70. Got it? So you are given four of the options. Select the correct option that is 70 and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence, and the sequence is 42, 44, 46, 48, and the missing number. Okay, so first you have to look for the pattern. You need to see how the sequence is increasing. So 42 plus what number makes 44? 42 plus 2 makes 44. And then 44 plus what number makes 46? 44 plus 2 makes 46. That means each next number is 2 more than the previous one. Got it? So for the missing number, you have to add 2 to 48. So 48 plus 2 is 50. Got it? So the missing number is 50. You are given 4 of the options. Select the correct option and move on the next question. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence. Okay, the sequence is 22, 24, 26, 28, the missing number, and 32. Okay, so start. First, we have to look for the pattern. We need to see how the sequence is increasing. So 22 plus what number makes 24? 22 plus 2 makes 24. And then 24 plus what number makes 26? 24 plus 2 makes 26. That means each next number is 2 more than the previous one. Got it? So for the missing number, you have to add 2 to 28. So 28 plus 2 is 30. So that means the missing number is 30. Got it? You are given 4 of the options. Select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence. Okay, the sequence is 40, 45, 50, the missing number 60, 65, and 70. Okay, first you have to look for the pattern. You need to see how the numbers are increasing. So 40 plus what number makes 45? 40 plus 5 makes 45. And 45 plus what number makes 50? 45 plus 45 plus 5 makes 50. And then that means the pattern is increasing by 5. The each next number is 5 more than the previous one. So just add 5 to 50. So 50 plus 5 is 55. So that means the missing number is 55. You are given 4 of the options. Select the correct option. The correct option is 55 and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is type the missing number. So the first one is 40, 50, the missing number 70, 80, and 90. So first we have to look for a pattern. So we need to see how the numbers are increasing. 40 plus what number makes 50? 40 plus 40 plus 10 makes 50. That means the order, the sequence is increasing by 10. So for the next number you have to add 10 to 50. So 50 plus 10 makes 60. So the missing number is 60. Got it? So you are given four of the options. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence. 20, 30, 40, the missing number, and 60. Okay, so first we have to look for the pattern. We need to see how the pattern is increasing. So 20 plus what number makes 30? 20 plus 10 makes 30. And 30 plus what number makes 40? 30 plus 10 makes 40. That means each next number is 10 more than the previous one. So 40 plus 10 makes 50. That means the missing number is 50. So you are given four of the options. Select the correct option. The correct option is 50, and then click on the OK button so that you can move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is type the missing number in the sequence, and the sequence is the missing number 24, 26, 28, 30, and 32. Okay, first we have to look for the pattern. So 24 plus what number makes 26? 24 plus 2 makes 26. And 26 plus what number makes 28? 26 plus 2 makes 28. That means each next number is 2 more than the previous one. So you have to find the number that is previous to 24. That means you have to find the number that is 2 less than 24. So 2 less than 24 is 22. That means the missing number is 22. So you are given four of the options. Select the correct option. The correct option is 22, and then click on the OK button. So we have done almost 10 of the questions from the test. So that's all for today. If you have any further question, any confusion, you can contact any tutor on Skype between 5 to 9 and from Monday to Friday. You can complete the tests by yourself. We have done two of the topics today. The topics, you can find these topics on aplusstudents.com. Just go to aplusstudents.com, log in using your email address and password, then go to select the math, then scroll down to grade 2 maths, then click on the view all lessons, and then find the first lesson, that is counting and number patterns, and click on the continue button, and there you'll find the skip counting and skip counting patterns. We have done both the lessons today. There you can find skip counting. So go to the lessons, complete the test by yourself. If you need more help, just contact any tutor from 5 to 9, Monday to Friday. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye.